Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm trying some new paints and some different things here to see how it works. Today I'm going to be using Golden Fluid Acrylic. A little bit on the spendy side, but you get what you pay for. I've already gone ahead and mixed my colors with Floetrol, a little bit of Deco Colors gloss varnish, a little bit of water, and I'm also using this coconut oil hair treatment. I've heard it works really well for getting good cells, and we're going to give it a shot. I've also got some Liquitex Basic Gold that I've mixed up here, just to use a little bit of it. But everything else is the Golden acrylic. So I've got white, titanium white, got red, looks kind of orange in the camera, and I've got yellow, and blue. Yeah, it's all going to be primaries except the gold today. So I've already gone ahead and mixed everything up, except stirring in the silicone. No, excuse me, the coconut oil. This also has dimethicone in it too, I noticed on the ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a quick little stir. The more you stir it, the smaller your cells are going to be, they say. So I try not to stir it too very much. I've gone ahead and put the coconut oil in every one except for the white. Yeah, excuse me, I've got my camera, or my phone, excuse me, on a weird kind of shelf. You can hear my son banging in the background. Hope it's not the TV. He's beating up. I still have a little bit of a cold. Well, not really a cold, but sniffles, I guess. I didn't get sick like everybody else did. Okay, so now we've got all that taken care of. As you can see, my workspace here. My art studio depends on where I'm at. I'm either the living room, my bedroom, or the bathroom. Today I'm using the bathroom because, well, I can. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with I'm going to lay down some white here, the base coat. I always want to use a base coat, I found. It helps the paint move a little bit better when you go to tilt your canvas. And it helps the paint not fold over on itself. And that's when you start getting muddy work. So go ahead and just kind of flatten it out here. Oh, and the Liquitex is good. I like it. However, this golden colors here, I only used about 10 drops, 10 to 13 drops in each one of my bathroom cups, medicine cups, or whatever they're called, and about a pea size. Oh wait a minute, I had to put more. See, and I had to use more of the Liquitex Basic. I actually had to use probably about the size of a unshelled peanut to get it to look anything like gold, which is kind of odd because Liquitex is usually a very decent product. By the way, I'm not being sponsored by any company, so this is actual real opinions. Not paid for. I like to get the corners good because for some reason physics dictates that paint likes to pour around the corners. It's a good side coverage here. We get this corner here. Okay. A little something here. I don't know what it is. You know what? We'll just paint over it. So we'll go ahead and let that set for just a second. Alright. Set this up to the side. Okay, and here we go. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I've got a funnel, a small funnel, just like you get from your kitchen, and I'm going to pour a tiny little bit of white right here in the middle, because I'm just going to go ahead and do this in the middle. It's going to be like an open cup, or so you know what you want around your edges. Usually your like your yellows, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some yellow. Okay, some yellow. Stuff is really very fluid too. It'll be nice to see how this turns out. Some red. I like to pour it in, like I always say, I like to pour it in kind of at an angle. The faster you pour, the more likely your paint's going to sink down to the bottom. And but if you pour it light and soft, oops, get some drippage there. Light and soft, your colors will stay on top. So now that done, first three, I'm going to do a little bit of gold. Top of the blue. And I'll start over. So you can do this as many times as you want. But I'm working with an 8x10 canvas here. So it's not going to take very much paint to cover that all. Now, the weather's really nice today for January here in Yakima. I'm used to like a foot or two of snow on the ground by now. We didn't really get that much this year though. Now I've got a little drip going on over here. I know you can't see it. It's on the other side of the funnel. But it's already interesting in how the golden color now when I say golden, I'm talking about a brand, not the gold paint. The gold paint is Liquitex. It's about $6 for a 4-ounce tube of that. The set of 8, I think they're ½ ounce. Golden acrylics are $40 at Michael's. But like I say, you get what you pay for. So some more yellow. We'll go ahead and do 3, possibly 4. We'll see how much this takes you. Now, you know, I can't stress enough how important it is to have a clean workstation. I've only got a couple things up here that I normally wouldn't have, and that caused me some grief. Yes, this will be the last round I make here with my paint. Red. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get out and enjoy the sunshine today. Beautiful day outside. My poor wife has to work. That helps get me out of her hair for a little while, I guess. Love you, babe. Okay, so now that I've got my colors poured, or finished pouring my colors, I'm going to slowly start to lift up my funnel. And as you can start to see, the colors kind of coming out of the bottom there. make sure you go on each side a little bit. And remember, you're going to have a suction pressure built up here, so just need to. Now I'm not going to drag it or anything. I'm just going to let it come out slowly but surely. Oop. That wasn't very slowly. I'm actually kind of just moving the funnel around a little bit, trying to find where it would need some wee bit of help. This way. So yeah, I guess I am dragging a little bit. My hand's casting a gnarly shadow on the canvas over here. Now I'm going to drag this last little bit just over here because alright. Okay, so as you can see, got some awesome cell action going on here. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not even going to torch it today. Yeah, I just got some really good cells going on. So, you know, when you torch it, it brings the air bubbles up to the top, and when that happens, the pigments on the bottom will come up, and that's how you get these cells. So, oh yeah, and on the bottom I've attached these little feet that you put on, little Scotch brand. I don't know if you can see them or not there. I think you put on the bottoms of chairs or whatever. And that allows my canvas to be lifted up off the surface of my work area just a little bit. So, let's see, which direction do I want to go with this? Let me do this over here first. So I'm going to go ahead and let that flow that way a little bit. Let me get this corner here. Down. Okay, so now I want to bring my paint back to the middle of the canvas. And bring this over this corner now. Yeah, it's cool. I like it so far. It's a little bit darker than I expected it to be. I'm going to go ahead and over here now. Make sure it all gets down. Over your sides there. Once it gets over the edges, it'll pour a lot faster. I don't know what causes that or why it works that way, but so I got a lot of white cells up in here, which I totally wasn't even going for at all. Interesting painting. Around, get the corners a little bit. Alright. Oops. Wow. Not quite what I was looking for. I have no cells. So, I'm thinking that the coconut oil base that I got is probably not worth it, guys. I'm really actually really disappointed and saddened. So, I'm going to go ahead and do. Some people say they scrape it off. When I get a mess up like this, I leave it. And, I just try a different approach here. So, yeah, that's show your failures sometimes too, and this is definitely one of them. Alright, thank you very much for putting up with this video, and click like if you enjoy it, and subscribe if you would like to see more. I love comments, constructive criticism. Remember, if you're mean, I bite back. So, happy painting, and enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Bye.